gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's the one and only Kharlie Brown. And once again, it's time to go around the town with Kharlie Brown. You know how this thing goes. But anyway, I just had a chance to check out the movie. Here it goes. My Hero Academia, You're Next. Now, I needed that because this past week, I had the opportunity to go and sit down and see the movie Megalopolis on a Tuesday. Then on a Thursday, I saw The Joker, and I did not like either one of those movies. It was so much about both those movies that I really did not enjoy, and to the point where I was a little saddened by watching both those movies, and then ending up at the point now where I was like, I need a palate cleanser. Because I love going to the movies. I love going to the movies. I love the popcorn. I love the atmosphere. I love the people there and everything else. Now, today, on the other hand, I'm here to report to you that my palate cleanser was the movie My Hero Academia, You're Next. Now, in this one, this takes place way after. Let me slow down. I don't know if a lot of you actually even had the opportunity of watching any of My Hero Academia. So, if you haven't, please treat yourself. If you have Hulu, you can go on Hulu right now and you can go and just binge it. Just go straight through it. It's an anime. Yes, it is animation. However, it is really entertaining. It's really good. And the story, the thread that pulls you through everything that's going on is very, very entertaining, and it'll pull you in. It's very interesting. Basically, the story of My Hero Academia is on this planet, within their story, everyone, well, not everyone, but the majority of the people, I think it's like 75% or something like that, they're born with abilities like superpowers, almost like mutants, but they're called quirks. And there's the one main character, he's born just normal. He doesn't have any quirk at all. He wants one, and he has this urge that he wants to go out and help people. He wants to be a hero, but he wants to be a hero just like his hero, who is All Might. So what happens is, in the very first episode, you find out that All Might was gifted his abilities, and then he decided to gift his abilities to his successor, who he's choosing, who so happens to be the main character, Deku. Deku is a superhero name. Okay, his real name is Azuku Midori. So, after that happens, he ends up with Class A. Class A in high school, they learn how to use their powers. They also learn other academic things that are going on as well. So, now, if you have watched it at all, you would know that this is not the first, second, nor the third. This is actually the fourth movie that My Hero has put out. And each time, and this is the beauty of the movie and of the series, each time you watch it, you can see the development of the character, of him learning, him experiencing things. Like for example, when people fail, they're like, oh man, I failed at this. Like, no, him failing is just a success to him. So, because it's what he's learning, the information that he's pulling in, and everyone around him, and everything that he's learning. Now, if you watch the series, originally in the series, it was a secret. No one was supposed to know where he got this power from. And there's this huge guy, there's this bad guy who's like the ultimate final boss in the show. Okay, so he has the ability to where he can take other abilities, give other abilities up to other people and stuff like that. And he's the main foil for the movie. For the show. Okay, now the movie's different. So with the movie, let me see how I can explain this to you where you guys can get it. The interesting part in the movie. Okay, so the movie takes place after, in a series where there was like a big prison break. After this big prison break happened, all these villains with quirks, superpowers, they're going around, they're destroying things over inside their city, their town, their country. So now you have all the kids, all the high school level kids, they're going out there with their abilities and power, because now they have license to actually be superheroes, basically police officers, and they're going around and they're going out there to try to help save the day as well. So that's where we start off with this movie. Now, with this movie, storyline is very interesting, and it immediately put me in when I first saw the trailers for it. So I'm not going to spoil the movie for you. I'm not going to do that, but I'm just going to give you a little bit of information about it. So here it is. So there's literally a crime family that is now trying to take over, and the main guy in the crime family thinks in his mind that he is the actual successor to All Might. All Might was basically My Hero Academia's version of Superman. Everybody looked up to him, everybody believed in his ideals, and everybody wanted to be like him. Okay, so he was like the Superman. So this guy is basically, he's a crime boss. And so he shows up with his abilities and his powers. And I'm not going to get that away either, because that's really interesting how what they do with his abilities within the movie. So he shows up. The kids from Class A, the entire class, ends up on this adventure where they're trying to stop him from doing the devastating thing that he's trying to do. I'm trying not to give too much away about the movie. However, if you watch the movie, you will enjoy it. There's a lot of great things, especially with the art. With each and every single last one of the movies that they've had, when you get to like let's say the final boss sequence, the color palettes are like booming. It's like a blast of colors in your face. And the music and everything, like it all, when it all accumulates with the ending scene, with the ending final boss battle, they put a lot into that. You know, especially people who are into like video games and like how video games go, and you always get to the final boss and stuff. And you know, like Mario and Bowser, you know, that's like the big thing that you gotta do. They put a lot into that. But the story itself, pushing you through to that, is really entertaining. Now, again, I'm trying not to spoil anything for you, but I really want you guys, if you guys are into anime, to go and check out My Hero Academia. And one of the greatest things about it, now I'm going to tell you this, okay, well, this is the greatest thing about it to me. See, I've read all the mangas, all the books, the comic books that were put out there and that were written for the series, okay? And it ended last year. Well, no, not last year. Earlier this year. I'm sorry. It ended earlier this year, and I was satisfied and I was happy with the ending. And the ending kind of made me tear up a little bit. Okay, so even knowing that and knowing where the story ends, okay, by reading it and knowing where the story ends, but then watching the movie, there's still things that happen within the movie where I'm like, oh no, not that character. Oh no, don't make this happen. Even though I know the outcome and who survives, who dies, and everything else, I know the ending. But watching it, it pulls out different emotions from you, especially when you get invested in these characters. And I have been invested since the start of this. Now, I know a lot of people that are into anime, they say that My Hero Academia is not the top 3. You know, whatever. I don't care if it's in the top 3. I don't care if it's in the top 5. What I'm saying is the story for it is really good. It's very interesting. Especially considering somebody like me who growing up, I was obsessed with the X-Men. Now, I have an animated version of the X-Men if you ask me. So, all in all, do I want to fail this movie? Hell no. Do I want to pass this movie? Yes, and I'm going to give it a high pass. But I'm only giving it a high pass for those that are into anime. It is really great. It's really good. It's something for you to go see in the big theater. So you can sit down, enjoy your popcorn with your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And you can sit down and you can enjoy this. As a matter of fact, you can bring the kids to it to see this as well and introduce them to anime, because there's a lot of great animes out there, kind of like Naruto. How about One Piece? And One Piece has been going on forever. There's so many great animes out there for you guys to jump into and actually watch. But I'm just saying, this movie right here will get you into the theater and you will enjoy it. Please, if you get an opportunity to, go see it in the theater. Even if you don't see it in the theater, when it comes out, go check it out. And again, if you have what we call Funimation, which I don't think Funimation is around anymore. I'm trying to think of other ways that you can watch it. I think now you can watch it on Netflix too. So check Netflix for My Hero Academia. Also, check Hulu, because I'm almost sure they have it on Hulu. Okay, and then Crunchyroll. If you have Crunchyroll, then that means you're already into anime, and chances are you probably already watched this. And there's other animes that I would love to tell you guys to go and check out as well. Kind of like the series Bleach, or Full Metal Alchemist, or let's see, some Dragon Ball Z for like the old school fans. You got Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT. And that's something that a lot of people don't want to talk about. But there's a lot of great animation out there, and if you guys are those type of people that like to sit down and just binge your way straight through, this is something you can sit down and binge your way straight through, especially if you're into anime or if you're just into series alone. Also, check out Castlevania on Netflix as well too. I can throw out a bunch of anime for you guys to check out, but today I'm talking about My Hero Academia, You're Next, and the movie gets a pass. Not one, but 2 thumbs up, especially if you're into that sort of thing. And if you're not, give yourself a chance. Please go check out My Hero Academia in the theaters. And if you don't check it out in the theaters, check out the series. Trust me, treat yourself. You're going to enjoy it. If you can pick up what I'm putting down, Around the Town, Kharlie Brown. Ta-ta. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. And guys, can you please do a solid for me? Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down below so I can know what you guys liked and disliked about this video. Okay? Also, go check out Around the Town podcast. Now streaming over there on, what's that called? Spotify. That's right, Spotify. And don't forget to check out everywhere you see the word and the name Kharlie Brown. Ta-ta.